Hello, everyone. My name's Grant Billhauer. I'm currently a junior at San Luis Obispo, and a question I've been getting a lot since my time here is coming to an end soon is where I want to live after college. And whenever I answer this question truly, honestly, I always pick somewhere by a beach. I think this makes sense, especially when you look at the U.S. major cities like New York, San Francisco, LA, Miami, Boston. All of those cities are located near a beach or an ocean, right? And I think that makes a lot of sense. The beach offers so much that people want, whether that's surfing, swimming, a spike ball, volleyball, tanning, reading a book. It truly is just a location where people can de-stress or just enjoy life how it's supposed to be enjoyed. Take advantage of it. It is one of the most happy things I can experience personally. And I wouldn't want any of this to be disrupted, but unfortunately, there are. Shark attacks are devastating whenever they happen. They always make major news headlines, and it is never a good thing when it happens. Many people are left never the same after. And honestly, as a surfer myself, it does not give me the greatest ease of mind knowing whenever I paddle out, this could potentially be the last time I ever see a beach again. And I feel like a lot of people have that same concern. So I even went up to ask a lifeguard what they could do to prevent this. And there's really not a lot they can do besides after the fact, right? Until shark tagging. Shark tagging allows people to basically see the location of sharks. The way it works is that you attach a tag to a shark, typically in its fin, and it sends satellite messages to the satellite, where then we can track its location and all the other necessary details that we have. And I feel like this is very impactful because not only will allow us to develop data networks that can be turned into apps or websites that we can use, lifeguards will be able to create proper responses to that, and governments will have the proper data they need to come to proper conclusions about what is safe, where is safe, and what they need to do about it. And what a better way to show you the impact of shark tagging than a place that actually does implement it. This takes us to New South Wales, Australia, right? They developed a new app called SharkSmart, and essentially the way it works is they have a bunch of scan drones, tagging, and scanners that basically sends messages to the satellite to give you real-time notifications about shark activity in the area. This allows tourists and locals to be able to see the risk they have when going into the ocean to tell them whether it's safe or not. This is great because not only does it cover a wide range of beaches, so more people are impacted rather than just covering the hotspots, but it also gives you real-time assessment. That way people aren't thinking about different scenarios too late, right? And this is great because not only will this limit shark interactions, but by limiting shark interactions, you'll limit shark attacks as a whole because with less interactions, there's less of a chance of something happening. And I think that's great. And you might be asking yourself, what if I'm not what if I don't have my phone on me and I'm already in the water, right? Well, luckily for you, there are lifeguards that can have this data, and they do have this data. Um, the way this is impactful, right, is lifeguards are able to react in real time way faster than before. Before they would have to look, scan the ocean, and perhaps see you and get lucky, right? Or in this scenario, every second matters. And I think this is really exemplified by the case Surfer article covers where they talk about Chance Swanson, right? Chance Swanson is a local lifeguard in Hawaii who got bit by a tiger shark, and his coworkers had to go all the way out there to save him, and he had minutes until death. But luckily, they were able to get him in time, and he's all right now. And for context, the Mayo Clinic cites that in 5 to 10 minutes, you can die from major bleeding. That is the time it takes to make a coffee. I feel like that really puts in perspective how important it is to save as much time as possible, right? With shark tagging, if lifeguards are more aware about where they are, they don't have to waste any time finding where that tag could happen. They can respond as quick as they can or even prevent it before it even happens, which is, of course, what we want. Now, what if we just wanted to rely on other ways to prevent shark attacks, right? Well, a great way of doing this would be prevention as a whole, right? Through shark tagging, we can learn about shark behavior, right? So with shark behavior, we can be able to tell where they'll be, how they react, what depths will they be, and all this other data that will allow us to come to confident conclusions whether that beach is safe or not. For example, a study done about tiger shark satellite tagging data, they basically got enough information from shark tagging to conclude the density and how dense tiger sharks are in certain areas, right? And by doing that, we can determine whether the risk of going in is high or low, right? So as you can see in the photo, I used the image, right? Right here would be a very dense area. So we wouldn't want to be there. And we've done the same thing in California with thresher sharks. They did the same type of study where Fish and Game did a management of thresher sharks. They tracked their how deep they went and their migration patterns throughout the seasons, and they found a way to be able to find fishermen to avoid them completely, saving them so much interactions that we don't even want to think about. Now, even with all this, right? With all this shark talk, you might be thinking, should I still be scared of sharks? And to that, no, you shouldn't be scared of sharks, but you should still have a healthy respect towards them. Sharks, at the end of the day, are wild animals, and they do have predatory instincts. But with tagging data, you can feel so much more safer in the water, whether that is through apps or websites that allow you to see the shark activity in the area so you know what you're getting into, or you can just avoid it entirely. Or that's from lifeguards being able to have ample time to be able to save you or do the proper precautions to get you out of the water before anything dangerous happens. Or that's just from prevention in general, where governments can just close down beaches from hotspots where they know shark activity will be at an all-time high, and they can create all sorts of safety precautions from there. Now, so when you go out this summer, when it's really hot, I want you to please check these shark apps. Please check all these closures. And if not, know that you'll have the ease of mind that lifeguards will be out there protecting you. And have a fun time and hang 10 for me. Thank you.